everyone seems to really like Brandon Aiyuk in the 49ers fandom, the 49ers faithful. I think that he is the highest, the best riser you could have going into next year. I think he's one of the few players where you look at him and go, okay, what are his weaknesses? He can overcome all of those things. He can grow into a top 5 player at the position. That's something that I truthfully believe. I actually, last week, I just bought a whole bunch of his football trading cards. So I kind of invested in my own way in Brandon Aiyuk. But Grant, you go first. What do you think about this statement? Do you think that he can be a guy that can become top 5 at the wide receiver position?
I do think he can become top 5 at the wide receiver position. I think he's a better player than Deebo Samuel right now. And I think he has more upside than Deebo Samuel. And I think Deebo Samuel's a freaking stud. I'm not holding the injuries against Deebo. I'm just saying talent for talent. I like Aiyuk's better. Deebo is more of a running back. He's more devastating after the catch. But Aiyuk is quite good after the catch. And he's so much better at everything else. His route running is fantastic. His speed is way faster than I realized watching him at Arizona State. He's got these really long arms, which make him a bigger target than he would look like. I mean, he's about 6 feet tall, but he plays like he's 6'2", 6'3". I mean, what did I not see? He does everything well. The only thing is, young wide receivers. You've seen a lot of young wide receivers have sophomore slumps. I'm interested to see what kind of worker he is. I'm not saying he's bad, but he still has something to prove. Dante Pettis showed a lot his rookie year and then came back and his career fell apart. So I'm just a little leery of crowning 22-year-old wide receivers after one good year. He still has more to prove, but he seems like the kind of guy from watching him and listening to him who's going to continue to improve and become a guy who makes a lot of money in the NFL.
Yeah, no, I think that you're spot on. And I like that you bring up Dante Pettis too, because that's another guy where it was like, oh, Kyle Shanahan loves him. And then he ends up being in Shanahan's doghouse, and you see a big regression in that second year. I think that you brought up Deebo as well. Deebo, I think, even said on a recent Instagram live, I think he said oh, who's the best receiver on the Niners? And people expect him to be like, oh yeah, it's me. And he said, I think he was just like, it's Brandon. It's far away Brandon. He's a way better receiver. And he's like, I'm not trying to not be confident in myself, but he's like, Brandon he's a freak. He said the first time that he saw him, he's like, I've never seen a wide receiver this quick. And that's something that's really crazy to me.
Look, I'll just say I go to training camps and I watch every single practice that they open to the media. And I watched Deebo Samuel in training camp. He was okay. He was good. I mean, he was a rookie. He played mostly with the backups. And when he got the ball, he was okay. But he didn't get a lot of reps with the first team. They didn't move him up the depth chart that fast. Brandon Aiyuk was with the starters from day one in training camp. And he was making plays, leading the offense in receptions from day one. I mean, I've never seen, and I've covered the team for 10 years. I've never seen a rookie wide receiver do that in training camp of his rookie year ever. I haven't seen a ton of great rookie wide receivers on the Niners, but that's just my context. It was clear, wow, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, and I think, didn't Matt Mayoko say that as well?
I mean, it was blatantly obvious from everyone there. Wow, look at him go! He knows what he's doing. He's under control. He's dominating in 1-on-1, 7-on-7, 11-on-11s. I've never seen this happen. It's kind of like in the Matrix. If the guy makes the jump on the first, it's wow, I've never seen that. Wow, very good. Well, you did it. That doesn't. Most people fall the first time. So yeah, that was really impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
is the Matrix an old reference? Do kids still watch that? Is that
no?
All right, sorry.
Yeah. We know it.
I feel old these days. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna bring it up. Aiyuk was top 25 according to PFF in their wins above replacement stat. Which, if he was top 25 as a rookie, I think the realistic ceiling could be Devontae Adams. They move very similar, and I think that they have a similar skill set. And you can't say that about a lot of guys. So I think that is kind of the realistic best case scenario. And
that's pretty amazing. What's the realistic best case scenario for Deebo? Not quite that high.
No.
He has more limitations. He has short arms. Not
maybe
to mention
maybe AJ Brown right now. I feel like that's Deebo's ceiling, where he is right now, borderline top 10 guy, about 10 to 15 range.
I still take Deebo over AJ Brown with the ball in his hands, though. I think AJ Brown's a better receiver, but if you can get the ball in Deebo's hands, and Kyle is great at the misdirection and the jet sweeps, and part of that is what Jimmy can throw. But
Debo might be the best receiver with the ball in his hands in the league. He's just devastating.
He's so
he seeks
good.
out contact and punks people. It's amazing. Just,
And
I mean, he
especially,
really is named correctly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's perfect that his name is Debo.
Yeah, it's great.
Do
Yeah.
you remember the play against the Packers in the NFC Championship game where he runs over the safety? I forget who it was. It might have been Jair actually, or
And if
Kevin
it wasn't
King.
for that tackle, it would have been a touchdown.
Oh, he just tripped.
Like, whoa, yeah. That tackle is like that quote unquote exactly. Yeah, I remember like when he was making plays like that at the end of his rookie year, you're like, man, he's the most athletic player in the field. Like, wow. And it seemed in the Super Bowl, Kyle Shanahan was much more interested in getting the ball to Debo, at least for the first 3 quarters, than Kittle. I mean, the whole game plan was, an end around to Debo, then end around stop throw. He called a pass for Debo in that game. People forget that because Debo didn't end up throwing the ball. The guy wasn't open, but Kyle really called a pass for Debo Samuel in his rookie season Super Bowl. It's amazing. It's amazing.
That is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it wasn't open, and Debo had the wherewithal to tuck it and get a first down. Like,
he didn't force it into coverage,
No.
scrambled correctly. No, he might be the best quarterback on the team.
oh, we're gonna wait for worse takes, but that might be up there.
Man, I just liked his poise in the pocket. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, love it.
No, I'm a big fan. Another great Brandon Aiyuk nugget. 9 out of 12 games, he had 100 yards or a touchdown.
As a rookie, it's ridiculous. That's like Odell Beckham stuff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
ridiculous.
definitely.
Yeah.
But that's about all I got for Brandon.